Audio Jungle.
It's always a privilege to stand before you to dish out the information we have on Nigerian journals. Of course, it's biased in the Southeastern, so 50 Michael still keeping the trail with you right here at Urban News Stand, and I have here with me the Daily Trust newspaper on COVID-19, which is the major headline on the front page of this journal. COVID-19 bites Ada as more Nigerians die. COVID-19 bites Ada as more Nigerians die. Unilag loses another professor as Deputy Governor mourns brother. Second wave ravaging our land, that's what Luf CMD saying here. Second wave ravaging our land, that's what Luf CMD is saying. Sanwo-Olu urges adherence to safety protocols, and we have some pictures down the paper. And what are these pictures illustrating? The supporters of US President Donald Trump protesting in Los Angeles, California yesterday, and we also have another one here. Trump supporters clash with police and security forces as people try to storm the Capitol building in Washington DC. The last one we are to talk about here, supporters listening as US President Donald Trump was speaking on the ellipse outside of the White House in Washington DC. Down the paper we still have all the stories right here on the front page of this journal. Quickly to another one here. Chaos in DC as Trump supporters invade Capitol. Quickly to Edo State. Edo governorship court voids Izeyamu's running mate's candidacy. Woman 24 arrested for faking own kidnap. Consumers groan over high electricity tariff, and we have on top of the paper agri-based SMEs to get 6 years tax holiday. Labour kicks as Kanu cuts salaries, and we have the last story on the front page of this journal. Lagos Mobile Court finds 65 persons 20,000 naira each, and these are the stories we have on the front page of this journal. Quickly to our review for more topical analysis.
I work with Evertop Properties Limited, a real estate development and marketing company, and in year 2020, which is the end of the year, we are running a promo. We call it end of the year promo, New Year and Christmas promo, where we are giving out a special discount for a special people, when we are giving a special gift for a special client. Now, Evertop Properties Limited, we are saying that you can pay 25,000 naira initial deposit, and journey to a new year, new home just began. At Evertop Properties Limited, we don't just sell property, we sell peace of mind. Evertop, creating value. Use promo code FLIPTV and enjoy special gift and special discount for Xmas promo with Evertop Properties Limited. Thank you.
You were saying something right behind the camera, and I said I must bring you before the camera to tell the people the reason you made that statement. You said Nigerians should go back to their own country. Of course, we have it on the front page of the journal that Trump supporters in the United States protested in Los Angeles. Of course, the supporters would want him to win, that's no doubt. But why did you, as a Nigerian, choose to tell Nigerians to go back to their country and build their own country?
Yes, it's a very clear reason that all of us will now return back to our home to think about our home. Every average Nigerian believes to go to America when anything hard or anything happen. They don't even like their country. They want to be in America, want to go to America, want to go to... All of us are dreaming of America. To go to Americans, to go and be in America. Then America is good. But American was working by human being to be good. So let all Nigerians who are in America know that American you are will ever be like America. But Nigeria is yet to be like America. So come back and be like your land. Come back and transform your land. Bring the idea that you see in America that you are there for so many years. Bring that idea home. Let us transform this land and bring it to success. Now you can be here, or American can come here to visit you, not you to visit American, and even die put in the soil of America. So that's why I'm trying to say that let all the blacks, being Americans or Africa, think about their home.
And it seems most of the blacks are not in support of Trump.
Most of the black is not in support of Trump. Because Trump tell them, go back to your country.
I don't think the policies of Trump are harsh.
It's harsh because a great man must have a lion heart for rulership. Bible said so. If you want to rule a great nation, must have a lion heart. Trump has a lion heart to transform American, but it's too strong for him. You understand me? That's why it's clear that Americans, all American and entity American cannot destroy America. For the American, he's an immigrant, blacks, the Negro, the black Negro, the Negro destroy America. For all what they do and what they implement, Trump don't like it. And they now kick against Trump. That Trump, the spies. He built a wall to cross Mexico. He wants to protect America. I love the man. He built a wall of Mexico to protect Americans. To make Americans to be American of those days. But because of today's civilization are now overwhelmed everybody. And now Americans continue to become an enemy to Trump. You get my point? Especially the black. And Trump said, go back to your country. Because if you go back to your country, you can build your country.
But many Nigerians don't see it that way.
Because they don't see it. Because when they're blind in that dollar of American who created a Nigerian dollar currency, and they're blind by those fine and good living of Americans, season to peaceful, living in, everybody, they have what we call, they have liberty. Liberty is so overwhelmed there, and things that we are looking for here in praying, it's so easy to get in America. So now this thing, it happened in Egypt with Israel in Egypt. They be in Egypt and chop cucumber, they were certified. But they wouldn't know that there's a home for them, who is so important home. Our Nigerian here is the most greatest country.
And don't you see him as a racist?
No, it's not a racist. It's something that we need to think about it. That we can, even the home can call our people to say, let us come back and build this country. Because this country must be transformed. But when we live in being an American in overseas, we cannot come here. The nation is continuing to be the way it is. Now, some people are locked on America. Yeah, sociology in America. Some people are so, in American office skill. Bring that office skill here. The stability is here. Let us follow you and see the neatness of it. If the culture, but let's transform the culture and bring things neat to become perfect, that we can enjoy our country. So that's why I call all our blacks in America. You may not come back now, but plan for it. But we want you to come back, and we want this nation to be transformed.
And what's your take on COVID-19 in Nigeria?
COVID-19, it's not here. It's not here. It was a game plan. COVID-19 purely, it was not here.
And it's killing lives.
It's not killing life. They said it killed life, and we heard that it killed life. And I now ask them, is there any cemetery that you bury these people? Where do you bury them? Is there any cemetery that you can show us that you bury COVID-19 cops that die in COVID-19? Nobody can show us. And we said, is it anybody that have relation? Because you know me, you know who I am. I go in and ask them question. Is there anybody that can tell me that my brother have COVID-19? For another than 5 people, you cannot show me one or person that can tell me my brother have COVID-19 and he was died. You understand me?
A veteran comedian once had it. It's out of it presently.
No. All what is dying today is sickness that always kill Nigerians.
Not the COVID-19.
Not COVID-19. They play game to bring anybody that have fever or whatever they can kill, as always be before COVID-19. Because now we abandon Lassa fever, we abandon HIV/AIDS, we abandon so many diseases that kill people. Malaria, typhoid. We now focus on COVID-19. So anybody that die, the fake government, the dead people now say it's COVID-19 that kill. It's not COVID-19.
You don't believe it?
It's not. We don't believe it. If you don't believe it, we cannot stand like this. If you compare to what happened in Italy, compare to what happened in America, in COVID-19,
But it all started like this.
nothing.
It all started this way.
It could have killed us the most. Even when they locked down till now, there's nothing like COVID-19. Understand me? But the government, because of what they want to benefit, like when they add parity, when they give to them, they hide it for something used for them. So they say it's still so that they can be able to help them and bring all these things. So there's no COVID-19 in Nigeria.
All right, thank you so much, Pastor. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you.
I think it's not even inflicting chaos in the states. Yesterday, I think electors were supposed to certify Joe Biden presidency. That was when his supporters went in to disrupt the meeting. And then as a sitting president now, what kind of democracy are you portraying to the rest of the world? You as the father of democracy, this is a country everybody look up to. This is a country everybody look up to. And now this is the same thing Jonathan did in 2015 when even before the vote were even counted, he congratulated President Muhammadu Buhari. Now why don't you as the city president emulate same thing? When you won Hillary Clinton in 2014, there was no chaos. Everything went on. Through the transition processes went on smoothly. Everybody, you won election. So why have you refused to also give up that you blocked the election? If truly Donald Trump has the interest of what America has, he should concede defeat. It is not his own family business. Now he should not think that the president, that the office of the US is now the Trump Tower. It's not his family's business. So let him concede his defeat, and then if he refuses to concede defeat, he will be dragged out of there, because America has process. America has process. So see, if he thinks he wants to inflate chaos, I think some of his supporters, even what I listened to two Republican governors yesterday said that if Trump refused to leave office, he should be jailed. That is what his own party members are saying, because now this has been a process in which you've also benefited from. Now why that you've now lost the election, why do you want to like reverse the process? It is simple. You've lost the what popular vote. You've lost the what electoral college. Now it is now turn of the what electors to now satisfy Joe Biden's winning. Now what you did was to send your supporters there. It's uncalled for. It is not even Turkey were even making more jest of America yesterday. Russia were making jest of them last. Okay, now you imagine, sir, a country that claimed to be the number one country in the world practicing true democracy. Now people are now making jest of you because of one person. Trump, I think Trump, to me, I've told you from once time, Trump is not fit to be a leader. He's not fit now see, now I think most of person are always saying Trump. It is now playing out, because when this man left office, Obama, there was no chaos. I have never heard in the what history of America that the sitting president that lost election would not want to vacate the office, even when Jonathan lost office, even when Jonathan lost, what he considered defeat even before INEC announced the result. So let Donald Trump, let him also accept defeat.
Now looking at the adherence to protocols in Nigeria on COVID-19, especially in Lagos State, are we adhering to it? Just by the fact that I'm not putting on face mask.
90% of Lagosians and Nigerians at large are not adhering to the safety measures of COVID-19. Even me myself, I am not feeling too well, but still I am still not adhering to it.
Why is it so?
It's just negligence on our own side.
Because yesterday I was here with my face mask. 2 days ago the same thing, 3 days ago, but today I'm not using it.
Now it's let government. We in this part of the world, we are always less affair about something. It is when government starts to use government enforce it on every citizen. Make sure there's a penalty. I'm gonna use mine, but I forgot to use it. I'm gonna use it. And then everyone that is not putting on the nose mask is being penalized, and let them face the wrath. Now, even the so-called people that wants to make the law, are they adhering to it? I saw a meeting between Sanwo-Olu and he said it was only someone who was putting it on.
Even the security personnel are not using
That-
it.
so that is it.
So how do you want me to comply?
So how do you want us to comply? And then again, Mr. Mike Adekunle, to I think to just every average Nigerians.
Okay.
They will always tell you that COVID-19 is for the rich men, not for the middle class, and not for the poor people like us. So most persons you see will tell say, àìsàn olówó ni, àìsàn olówó ni, àìsàn. So that's it. So and then government have been trying to sensitize them about it that see, the sickness does not know the rich, the poor.
But what was the work of National Orientation Agency?
National Agency that is supposed to sensitize people, create awareness, sensitize people about this deadly disease.
Is that organization still working?
They are still, because last month budget was still given to them. What is their job? Nothing.
All right, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Told me and told the viewers that Nigerians should go back to their country. And you were telling him about the other time that Trump is a racist. He doesn't want anything black. He doesn't respect the black. Now, why do the black refuse to vote for Trump massively?
Okay, you see, this thing we are talking, Mr. Mike, is a matter of interest. In everything we do as humans, what is paramount is how your interest is being protected and guaranteed. If in Nigeria as it stands today, your interest is not being protected, there's every tendency that you will react. And in this case, America happens to be an immigrant country. Immigrant built America. And you came as a president, you start discriminating, bringing harsh policy on some people, especially the black. So it's a natural thing for them to vote against you. And again, I think Trump should have learned from his mistakes rather than talking about non-existent fraud. Because in all the cases he suited in all the courts, he has been repeatedly told that allegation of fraud does not amount to fraud. And he has not been able to come forward with any evidence to prove the electoral fraud. So to that extent, I think Trump should save American government and that exalted office this unwarranted embarrassment he's bringing to himself and that office.
And don't you think this action is frustrating the process?
Pardon?
Don't you think Trump's action is frustrating the process?
He might not end up being able to frustrate the process because you understand what happened, what transpired that yesterday, where protesters stormed the venue of the Congress, where they needed to ratify Biden's victory. But at the last count, they reconvened because we understand that police smuggled them out of the venue. But they have reconvened, and look at the vice president, what he told Trump, that he had looked at the Constitution and that he owes a duty to protect go by his oath of office, and to that extent that he do not have that unilateral power to stop electoral votes or to decide who vote should be counted and the one not to be counted as against Trump's position. Okay. So having said that, I think it is high time Trump should allow peace to reign, and I think it's high time he should concede defeat, because you see the reason his supporters are not backing down is because he is making a lot of utterances that is propelling them to action. So if Trump today stop making those utterances and concede defeat, it will save America that needless crisis. Because however I look at it, a life was lost yesterday, and that would have been avoided if Trump had considered defeat even before now.
Now, quickly to Nigeria, where COVID-19 is set to be ravaging the country. But so many Nigerians don't really consent to what the medics are saying. Why?
You see, in Nigeria is a very complex and peculiar society. To be quite honest with you, COVID-19 exists. Not just in other countries, even in Nigeria here. But again, it is that breach of trust between the government and the governed that is causing the problem here. Because the people do not take government seriously, and the government on its part do not see the citizens as humans. I think that best explain the reason when the government come up with the idea of all these non-pharmaceutical measures, which are even a conventional thing, not particular with Nigeria, why the citizens are not taking the government seriously. But again, I think my advice to Nigerians is this: COVID-19 is real. This second wave, from what we are seeing, is a variant of the one that existed before. It's changing character, but however it is, our prayer is that however it changes character, that the vaccine that have been out will be able to immune people against it, especially in Nigeria, because we are hoping that perhaps by the end of this month we are expecting vaccine from Pfizer. But again, I want to even use this opportunity to talk about Nigerian government attitude, because this approach of trying to get vaccine for some number of vaccine anyway, I think whatever resources we need, even if we need to go borrowing to have vaccine that is sufficient to vaccinate every Nigerian, I think is the way to go, rather than saying you bring in some amount of vaccine, some number of vaccine, you get some people, you make some people to have the vaccine while you anticipate to get more. So who will now guarantee the safety of those who will not fall into that first phase of vaccination? And will the government take responsibility in event of anybody dying of COVID-19 by not being accommodated by that first batch? So if the money they are using is from our Commonwealth, my advocate is that they should get adequate number to accommodate every Nigerian right now.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mike. I don't believe Trump is racist. No. The only area I see is area of banning people not to travel to US. You know, US milk and honey. We, the Africa, we believe in US. And this is the only president that always come, you know, ban this, don't enter this country, you know, all this law. Africa don't like that. I know when he started all this thing, I know he's going to have a problem. That's why you see Africa voted against him. And now, you see, what happened to Georgia, the judge, what's the name, that guy, the kid, American police kid. Yes, that thing bring question mark that even make that election look bad to Trump. Otherwise, people love Trump. We in Nigeria love Trump. The way action he took was against some Christians. Some of these Muslims who was against Christians, he took some action. When there was a killing, when they were killing Christians in Nigeria, I remember when President Buhari traveled to US, he told him that, look, my friend, stop your people, stop killing the Christians. That is not going to take nonsense. That one alone is a warning to all Africa. But I believe he's a giant man, they are afraid of him. But that second time, if Trump has win second time, automatically he's going to fight China. And when you fight China, that means the world will truncate. That's why they allow him second time. But for me, Trump, let him go and sit down. He has money, he has everything. Let's try Joe Biden for just 4 years.
Don't you think he has lost it all?
He has lost it all. Because you know why? I expect Americans to show as they are number one. They show that number one. Because you see what they are doing now, protesting in their national assembly. That doesn't make sense. What do you expect other countries who are looking onto you, looking onto America? So if they succeed, destroy America, automatically you see China will have more mouth. Other small countries will have more mouth. I don't like that. I expected him to go and make peace. Let Joe Biden even try for 4 years. Just like if anything happens to America, automatically these 2 years for Buhari, it will treat us so bad. It will punish Nigeria, whereby say your godfather has a problem. So I believe that Trump should show mature. He should go and relax. Let's give Joe Biden 4 years so that America will be great again. Otherwise, we have a problem. Christians will have a problem. London cannot defend Christians. UK, I don't understand. But America, once America say yes, it's yes.
And do you see from someone who will leave the office?
Yeah, he's going to leave the office because, like the way he spoke this morning, I saw him, I watched it, the way he spoke this morning, that all supporters should go back. As they rob us, we know, let's leave everything for God.
And do you think the election was robbed?
The election was not robbed because most of this no indigenous in America voted against Trump because of all this policy law, just like Buhari now. If Buhari come third time now, they won't vote for him because of all this law, Fabien law, blocking border. Let me tell you, Africa leaders don't like Buhari because of this border blocking. They don't like him because that is where they survive. Can you lock border? But now, with that pressure, he has to open border. Otherwise, they will vote against him in Africa Union. They will hate him like the Ghana president. They will hate him. That you don't block. You don't block. We better for both sides. We better for both sides. Who will lose now? Now at the end, they don't open the border because it's a shame to our own president that first of all you lock your fellow brothers against us. It's wrong. We have business there now. No up to our Igbo people in Ghana. They lock their key because of our attitude of our president, who doesn't even understand the poverty of Nigeria.
Now, quickly to the last question. Why do you think you don't adhere to COVID-19 protocols? Of course, you're not putting on your face mask. At the end of the program, I wasn't even putting on my mind too. What is the problem? Does it mean that Nigerians don't believe that COVID-19 is real? Or is the problem from our government? Do we have distrust in the government?
Let me tell you the truth. Do you remember Ondo election? Edo election. You remember? They say follow protocol. Do this. What happened? There was mass campaign by the APC-led government who are shouting that we should follow protocol. They did not wear masks, no social distance. Go and check the number of Edo now. Check the number of Ondo, the number they are bringing. Lagos 300, Kano 200, Abuja 150. Did they do election? Edo that hold election, the number sometimes see 8, 12. Okay, with the campaign, with the missing, no social distance in that election, did anything happen? Are they counting number there? It's to tell you that something is wrong somewhere. They want to use us to lock us back home. See, let me tell you something. Sometimes, see tsunami that is happening in America doesn't happen in Nigeria here. It doesn't mean when America is saying they have 300, 1 million, we too, we should follow that suit. My brother, for me, that COVID-19 they say is malaria and typhoid. Everybody has malaria and typhoid. They just gave it that name because London lockdown, you want to lock down. You can't try in Nigeria. All I believe is that COVID-19 is just malaria and typhoid. Everybody has it. So when your old development symptom, that's why you run to hospital. I'm just giving you an example now. Where they hold the election in 2020, the number they are bringing out there just 8, 9. Where they even, you see the election, even APC that is in government, all of us we are there matching each other, holding each other. The number of Edo and Ondo is just 8 or 9. Go and check it. Compared to Lagos, that the election was not hold. They are bringing 300, 200. Something is happening. That's why people don't believe all these things.
And when you look at the crowd that are registering for the national identity,
thank you. You saw it now. Because the government, if the government is here, how would they just 2 weeks? You should know. People will go there and crowd. So automatically, our government is not securing. They are not serious. You know why? Look at, they want to make money. They want to make money. Now they are telling us they are going to budget how many trillions of another vaccine for what? It's a way of stacking money. Thank you. God bless you. Any question for me?
Yeah, the question is all about the adherence to COVID-19 protocols. It seems Nigerians are not adhering to these protocols.
Yeah, you know what called protocol? Protocol is it social distance or lockdown or what? Yes, Nigeria is tired of the situation. The language is Nigeria is tired of anything protocol, anything COVID-19. Nigeria is tired because Nigeria is hungry. Yesterday there was a situation of COVID-19 that everybody should stay at home. There is palliative. At the end of the day, no fucking shit palliative. Without NSAS, Corona discovered there was millions of warehouses around Nigeria that store enough food when many hungry and die. We want to bring another one, and so Nigeria is say no to any protocol. Protocol or no protocol, no COVID-19. We don't want COVID-19 can't kill us. He don't even kill us before. He killed the bastard that they bring protocol. Those are the bastards in the corridor of power. They don't even care about us. So we don't care about them. We only care about ourselves and God care about us. We don't need any protocol. We go our own and God protect us. They should go and die with their protocol. Thank you.
Audio Jungle.
Thank you so much for joining us on today's edition of this program. Join us next time. Michael Adigun still remains my name. Of course, you can subscribe to our sister channel on Flip TV. You can also join me on Facebook, Michael Timothy Adigun, MICHAEL. Thank you so much for joining us. Keep supporting Flip TV and bye, everyone.